How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. Today I'm going to be bringing you yet another Mortal Kombat video, and in this one we're going to be counting down 25 facts about smoke. This video was suggested by quite a few of you. Like the various other ninja in Mortal Kombat, it's not a surprise that smoke was suggested this much. So thank you all so much for the suggestion, and I hope you enjoy because this one is going out to you. Now without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 1. Smoke's first introduction came as a secret unplayable character that you could fight in Mortal Kombat 2. After the widespread success of Reptile's secret fight in the first game, multiple other secret fights were added to the second game. These secret fights were Jade, Noob Saibot, and of course, Smoke. Smoke was also debatably the easiest of the three to fight, as all you needed to do was fight on the portal stage, and as soon as Dan Forden pops up and says, "TOASTY!" you needed to immediately press down and start. This would then initiate the fight by teleporting you to Goro's lair, on the arcade version at least, or it would teleport you to the blue portal stage on console versions, where you would then fight Smoke. Number 2. In Mortal Kombat 2, Smoke is just a silver palette swap of Reptile, with puffs of smoke appearing around his body frequently. He doesn't have any original moves, very similar to Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1, but instead he borrows Scorpion's spear and his speed is significantly faster than your average character. Smoke also wouldn't get any original super moves until Mortal Kombat Deception. Number 3. Similar to Reptile in the first game, Smoke would sometimes appear at the beginning of a match with some sort of ominous clue on how to fight him. The various clues were as follows. I am called Smoke. I am one of 3. You can start finding me. You cannot defeat me. I will meet you in Goro's lair. Mortal Kombat 1. TOASTY! Ermac who? Portal. Prove yourself. As you can see, some of these were actual clues on how to face him, such as Toasty and Portal, but many of the others are just kinda there. The line, Ermac who, is also a reference to the Ermac rumor from the first game, but if you want to know more on that, well, be sure to check out my video on Ermac after this video is over. Number 4. Finally, in regards to Smoke in Mortal Kombat 2, it was also possible to see Smoke poking out from behind a tree occasionally on the Living Forest stage, which led many people to believe you had to do something on that stage to face Smoke, but that turned out not to be true. Number 5. In the original Mortal Kombat 3, it was possible to not only fight Cyber Smoke, but also unlock him as a character, making him the first secret fighter that you could actually unlock and play in one of the games. To unlock him, you needed to enter the Ultimate Combat code at the end of the game. In addition to that, there was a code you could enter called Winner Fights Smoke at the beginning of a match. If you hadn't yet unlocked Smoke in the game, you'd face him on the hidden portal stage. However, if you already unlocked him, you'd be transferred to any random stage, essentially meaning that you could no longer even fight on the hidden portal stage after unlocking Smoke. Number 6. Human Smoke was also technically a playable character in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. All you needed to do to play as Human Smoke was hold back, high punch, high kick, run, and block while hovering over Cyber Smoke's picture. Number 7. In homage to that secret fight back in Mortal Kombat 2, when Mortal Kombat 9 rolled around, it was possible to fight a classic skinned Smoke on the Living Forest stage. Like we mentioned earlier, in Mortal Kombat 2, Smoke could be occasionally seen poking out from a tree on that stage. Well, on the Living Forest stage in Mortal Kombat 9, there was a possibility Smoke would creep out and peek around one of the trees on the further right side of the stage. Once you saw him, you needed to hit down and back, which would automatically remove your current opponent and allow you to fight Smoke. This version of Smoke also plays homage to the original by having Scorpion's spear as a special move, along with enhanced speed. Number 8. In Smoke's bio card from Mortal Kombat 9, it was revealed that his real name is Thomas Verbata, and he was originally from Prague. He also had no memory of his past, and the whole reason for joining the Lin Kuei was to hopefully uncover the details through the organization. Number 9. When it comes to what those forgotten memories were, they were revealed during his Mortal Kombat 9 arcade ending, which for the most part is considered canon. As a young boy, Smoke was captured by a cult and sacrificed to a demon by being burned alive. Soon after, he was returned to the mortal realm as a creature known as an Enenra, which are some sort of mysterious creature made of smoke and vapor that hold no definite form. Now living as this creature, Smoke killed all of his captors out of rage for revenge and then returned back to his human form, with no memory. Another interesting tidbit about this ending would be the fact that in Mortal Kombat X as a Revenant, Smoke now refers to himself as Enenra instead of Smoke. So it looks like he's giving in to his true heritage. Number 10. Many people assumed that the introduction of Noob Smoke was due to John Tobias leaving the development team for Mortal Kombat, and therefore the team was unable to continue using the name Saibot because it was just Tobias backwards. This ended up not being true at all, as Tobias has no rights to the name Saibot, and Noob Saibot's full name is still referenced numerous times in the games. However, it is possible that this change was done simply as a way to remove Tobias's name from as much as possible. Therefore, this could have been the reason why Noob was paired up with Smoke. Other than that, story-wise, Noob simply found Smoke locked away in Shao Kahn's fortress, and decided to reprogram him to follow his every command, which is why the two ended up being paired together in Mortal Kombat Deception. Number 11. In Mortal Kombat 9, it was originally possible to do a 107% combo with Smoke, which was unblockable after it started. This was eventually patched because being killed with one combo is pretty goddamn broken if you ask me. Number 12. Contrary to popular belief, while performing his smoked out fatality in Mortal Kombat 9, Smoke is not pressing his fingers into his opponent's eyes. But instead, he pushes his fingers into their skull to instead hit their brain. Number 13. Smoke appeared in the second Mortal Kombat movie, Annihilation. In the movie, Smoke was reprogrammed by Shao Kahn to capture Kitana, but he is instead stopped by the younger Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero then explains that Smoke was originally pursuing him before Shao Kahn captured and reprogrammed him. Although it's not quite the same, this is slightly reminiscent to his former timeline counterpart in regards to Noob Saibot. Number 14. In Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and similar titles, Smoke has a fatality called Armageddon, where he drops a ton of bombs and blows up the entire planet. The thing you might not have noticed about this fatality is that even if Smoke and his opponent are currently on an outworld stage, the planet blowing up is still Earth. Number 15. In addition to that last fact, this fatality also means that Smoke is single-handedly capable of nuking the entire planet to nothingness all by himself, making him obviously and without debate the strongest character in the entire Mortal Kombat universe. Shao Kahn, Onaga, Blaze, what a bunch of little bitches in comparison to my main Smoke!
Finish him! You picked the wrong house, fool!
Hey, Big Smoke! It's me!
Smoke.
Chill!
Smoke.
Friendship.
Number 16. Fans originally thought that Cyber Smoke was actually Cyber Sub-Zero, because he was a bluish purple color rather than gray like you'd expect. Of course, this wasn't the case. However, John Vogel did insinuate on Twitter that the body of the original Cyber Smoke was the same body that Cyber Sub-Zero received in the new timeline. Number 17. In Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, when Cabal used his head inflate fatality on Human Smoke, his head would transform into scorpions instead, because a sprite for Human Smoke's inflated head didn't exist in the code. This was later fixed in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Number 18. Human Smoke did make a small appearance in Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, come on, Too Spooky, that's pretty goddamn obvious. Anybody who played the story mode would know that Smoke made a small appearance in the game. Talk about a lame fact.
No, I'm not talking about his Revenant form. In the faction kill aspect for the Lin Kuei, Smoke makes a cameo appearance during one of the faction kill fatalities.
Oh, I guess that's a little bit more interesting. Carry on.
Number 19. Smoke is one of the only 7 characters in Mortal Kombat Armageddon that doesn't use any sort of weapon style. For those of you who aren't familiar with the lore of Triborg, it's considered a cyborg when in fact it's completely robotic. You see, at some undisclosed point in time, before the Lin Kuei were cyberized, the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei had every member perform a series of physical and mental tests that were secretly recorded into a database. Special Forces later discovered the database and downloaded the contents into a test body, and this body then took on the personality, skills, and consciousness of Cyrax, Sector, and of course, Smoke. Technically also Cyber Sub-Zero, but you know, it's whatever. But because of that, a cyber version of Smoke technically exists within the current Mortal Kombat timeline. Although it's a robot rather than a cyborg, but you know, whatever. Number 21. Smoke actually makes 2 appearances in Robot Chicken. One against Joey Fatone, where he shoots fire out of his arms, okay. And another against Sub-Zero, where he pulls out Sub-Zero's heart and hits it with a hockey stick. Both of those are pretty accurate representations of Smoke, if you ask me.
Where there is smoke, there is fire.
Number 22. Smoke also possibly made an appearance in Wreck-It Ralph. It's unknown if this is actually supposed to be Smoke, but the character does look exactly like Smoke and is instead called Shinobi. Another character present during these scenes also appears very similar to Kano, so it appears as though these characters are merely references to the actual characters rather than the actual characters appearing. But yeah, that could be Smoke and Wreck-It Ralph, we don't know for sure. Number 23! In Mortal Kombat 9, when Cyber Sub-Zero looks at Smoke, it lists his special ability as teleportation. Number 24! Smoke actually has 2 different animalities. His normal one is called Bull Chase, where he transforms into a bull and rams his opponent off screen. However, in certain versions of Mortal Kombat Trilogy alone, he has a second animality where he transforms into a porcupine. This animality is called You Got Porked. Oh boy. And the moment that you've all been waiting for, number 25. Smoke made an appearance as an NPC in Shaolin Monks, but of course he was unplayable. He was still in his human form because these events took place during the first 2 tournaments, but within the game he would give the player a small series of tasks to complete, and upon completion you would unlock Mortal Kombat 2. Sounds pretty cool, right?
Well, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It would be really cool, but this particular port of Mortal Kombat 2 was a little bit flawed, because pressing start would only pause the game, and this meant that it was impossible to fight Smoke within the game because you couldn't press start and down without pausing the game to initiate the fight. Kind of ironic that you can't fight Smoke, considering Smoke is the one who unlocks the game for you in the first place. But there you have it, everybody, 25 facts about Smoke. Hopefully you enjoyed and hopefully you learned something new. If you did, make sure to drop a like. On that note, also make sure to comment below which Mortal Kombat character you'd like to learn about next. Right now, I'm planning on making videos on each of the respective ninjas first, but after that, I'll do my best to get to the other characters too. On that note, also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next Mortal Kombat related video, and if you can't get enough Mortal Kombat content, well, be sure to click here for 25 facts about Reptile or 25 facts about Ermac. Thanks for watching, see you next time.